Hello and welcome back. So it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, about 6 months or so, I'm ashamed to say, and basically I've had a lot of real life stuff going on recently, so I haven't been able to commit to uploading a lot. Things are starting to look up again now, so I'm hoping to get back to a sort of semi-regular schedule. So basically a new update came out yesterday as of me recording this, and it was Mahogany Homes, which is a user submitted construction update. So I thought I'd do a quick video for you on how to get started, what you can expect to be doing while you're doing the content, and also what you can expect to get out of it in terms of rewards. So yeah, let's crack on, shall we? Tiny little side note, Storm Francis is currently raging outside my window. I apologise if that affects the audio at all, but hopefully it won't pick it up. So a couple of days ago there was an update released called Mahogany Homes. It was like a user submitted piece of content built up by various people, I think on Reddit. Benos the Great was one of the people who started it off, so big thanks to him. I think it's quite a good update, to be honest. And it was released very quickly after its poll as well, so it sort of took me and I think other people by surprise a little bit. But yeah, it's a construction update, as you may be able to tell, where you basically complete farming contracts but for construction. You use your own planks and you get points, and then you can use those points on certain rewards, which I'll get into later. So as you can see on screen right now, in 4 different cities, Falador, Varrock, Ardoin and Hasidius, there is a extra room built onto the estate agent in each of those cities where you can pick up the contracts. Now, you can get these contracts from any of these 4 places, and they can assign you tasks in any of the 12 locations on the map that you need to go to. However, to start Mahogany Homes for the first time, you need to go to Amy in Falador. She explains like what you've got to do. From there on in, you can use whichever one you want, whichever's closest or whichever's most convenient for you, and there's no restrictions on that at all. Okay, so to do Mahogany Homes contracts, you're going to need a saw and hammer, as you would for any normal construction. You're going to need planks, and you're also going to need steel bars every so often. You don't use too many of them, so you don't need anywhere near as many as you've got planks. It's also useful to have teleports to the major 4 cities, and also I bring my cash stack as well in case I need to go to the GE to buy more materials or whatever like that. So as I already mentioned, to start doing Mahogany Homes contracts, you need to come to Falador, and it's in the next house along from the estate agent, and you talk to Amy here. By default in Runelight, it will change it to contract, so you can then pick from whichever one suits your skill level. So if you're literally just starting construction, obviously you want to go with beginner. People who are doing it later on in the game can go with expert, and depending on what type of contract you pick will depend on what planks you need to use. The steel bars are the same throughout, so all of the contracts will occasionally require steel bars, but beginner contracts use normal planks, novice use oak, adept use teak, and expert use mahogany, as you can see here. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through a sort of quick run through of a typical contract and like what you can expect to be doing. So obviously once you've started this, obviously you'll need to start in Falador, but once you're doing the contracts after that, you can get them from anywhere. I've just come to Falador because that was closest for me. So you get your contract from the person here, pick the one you want. Obviously I'm going with expert, and then they'll tell you where to go. So I've got to go and see Norman, who's just south of the fountain, so that's over this way. And then when you get to the place that you're supposed to be going, you'll see some of the furniture has got this little red outline around it, and those are the things you need to fix. And then also in some cases there'll be items that you need to repair. Those don't have a red outline, so you just need to sort of mouse over them. So you can see here that the range needs repairing. Sometimes the clocks do as well, but that one doesn't in this case. So what you do is you left click on all the stuff with the red outline, and it will just get rid of it, as it would in your house if you were removing a table, for example. And then you just build and you select the one that you need to do. So I'm doing expert, so it'll be mahogany. And then just for repairing, you single left click and it will fix that. That's one of the instances where it will take a steel bar instead of using any planks. So there's nothing else left on this floor that needs sorting, but there is some stuff up here. And like before, you just get rid of the bookcase and put in the new one that they need. If you need reminding of any of the things that you need to fix, like if you for some reason can't see what else needs fixing, but you know that there's something left, you can talk to whoever the person is that they told you to come and see, and they'll explain what's still left to be done. So I can talk to him here, and he'll only tell me the table and the bed, probably, because I've done the rest of it. Yeah, so just the table and the bed. So as before, remove and build, remove and build, and then when you do the last thing, you'll get a message saying so-and-so seems happy with your work, talk to him for your reward. So you talk to the person and tell them that you're finished, and he'll offer you a cup of tea. Now this is useful. I don't use it so much, but it's useful because the cup of tea, if you accept it, fully restores your run energy. You're not going to see it because mine's already on 100%, but fully restores your run energy. And then all you need to do is go back to one of the contractors and get a new contract. So in this case, I'm going to just go back to Falador because it's near to a teleport. And you continue from there. So what I do is I keep noted planks in my inventory and noted bars. And then once I've got the contract from Amy or whoever, I go to a bank near to where I'm supposed to be going, and I just unnote some more planks so that I can do the contract that they give me. So I've now got to go and see Leela in Hasidius. There are 3 people that you can be asked to go and see in each of the 4 cities, which makes up a total of 12, obviously. So once you do a few of these contracts, you'll just know where to go. The one in Falador that I just did, I've done work for that guy before, so I just knew where to go. So yeah, that's basically how a typical run would go. Let's get on to the rewards. Okay, so now for the most important bit, the rewards. So you can see in my chat box here, I've completed 15 contracts and I've got 48 points. So you'll get more points based on the better tier of contract that you do. Beginners have 1 point on offer, novice give 2, adept give 3, and expert give 4. So when you come to Falador, you can right click on Amy and go to rewards. You can only access the reward shop in Falador. The other 3 contractors don't have the access to the shop. And then you'll come in here and you can see all the different things you've got. So one of the main things in here is the Carpenters Outfit, which gives a 2.5% XP boost when you're doing construction, when you're wearing the whole set, and the entire set will set you back 2,000 points, which is quite a lot. But then if you're one of those people who wants to save the money and the time doing the construction, then it might be worth it. The thing that I'm after is the Hasidius Blueprints, which is also 2,000 points, which will basically kit your house out in sort of a Hasidius style, with all the walls and the floor and everything like that. You've also got Amy's Saw, which is an equipable saw for 500 points to save space, for example, and a plank sack, which will hold an extra inventory of planks for you. And lastly, you've got the supply crates, which will just give a random selection of various construction materials. Planks, steel bars, limestone bricks, things like that, and it will give a random amount of those. Okay, so that just about wraps the video up. All in all, I think it's a pretty good addition to construction, to be honest. I tend to favour on my main to get faster XP at the extra cost. I'm okay with paying extra to get the faster XP. However, I do have my Rune Dragonalt that I need to get construction up on a little bit. So I may well choose to go for some cheaper but slower XP on that, just to save a bit of money. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a fairly good update. So yeah, that wraps up the video. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and comment and all that lovely good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you thought and if you've got any ideas for videos or anything like that. And I should see you in the next one. Take care.